All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, y'all. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hip Hop and Chill, y'all. One more again, one more again, one more again. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, August 26, 2026. And baby, we are in the mix. Can you believe we are at the end of the month, y'all? Good morning, everybody. Pulling up. Can you believe that we are at the end of August, child? Okay, in two shakes of a lamb's tail, child, it's going to be Thanksgiving. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to rush it, but I'm telling you, I feel like we flew through August. We flew through August, okay? But we're here. Good morning, everybody pulling up. Okay, today's Wednesday. Happy hump day to everybody in the building. Glad you was able to make it this early morning. Okay, who is up in the building? And please hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Okay, who's in the building? Okay, we have China Zor. China Zor 79. Hey, baby, how you doing? LaShawn Charleston, how you doing? Mimi, hey, boo. All grown up, how you doing? The Flemings, 399, how you doing? Maritza, 617. 617. 617, are you from Boston? Are you from Massachusetts? Or is that just a random? I don't know. I have people out there that I think it's a 617 area code. I just was asking. Miss Locksteady is in the building. And we begin to rock. Steady. Steady rocking all night long. How you doing, baby? Good morning. Ooh, child, not Detroit Pinky up. Not you up, girl. How you doing, Zorlin? Hey, Pinky. How you doing? Good morning. Elegant Empress. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Maria Jackson. Hello. Okay. Okay, you from New York. Okay, copy. All right, let's get it. 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 Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button on the way in, y'all. Okay, hit that like button if you have the capability of sharing the live. Let's share the live out. Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, text messaging. Send it out, okay? Good morning, LaShawn. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see all my people up this morning. Great to see y'all. Okay, y'all. There is some stuff I want to talk about with y'all this blessed morning. Okay, there is a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Like I said, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, it's a gift that keeps on giving. So we know Miss Shields. Okay, was with Papoose yesterday. Yes, they was together. Okay, they was together and they was riding in the vehicle on their way, going where they going. Okay, how you doing, sweet one? Going where they going. Okay, look like they was dressed nicely. Whatever. Listen, I'm not a hater. I'll talk about the sweet and the sour, the bitter and the salty. I'll talk about everything. How you doing, Robert White? I'll talk about everything. So in any event, y'all. So they were going on their way to TMZ Sports. Okay. Now we all know TMZ, that outlet, child. That outlet will get you the dirt and get you the tea. Let me tell you, a lot of times when I report on things, that is one particular site, okay, that I kind of fact check everything, right? I fact check everything. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So TMZ say it more or less is true, right? There's certain sites that I can kind of like, TMZ is a brand that you can trust, okay? So, in any event, how you doing, audience? Any event, when TMZ says something is usually gospel. In any event, so they were on the way to TMZ Sports. Okay, child, it's a whole lot going on. So they're walking, they're talking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I'm not a hater. Now, when she was in the car, I don't know if it was a filter. I don't know. But her hair was laid. Her hair was laid. The hair was hairing. The frontal was fronting, the lace was lacing. I'm not gonna lie, it was laid. And I said that before. I like the red color on her. I like the red color. Okay. I like the red color. Yeah, Mimi, you know what? Listen, TMZ can be bought, but listen, when it comes to us, people as vloggers, that'll kind of be the go-to source. I absolutely agree with you. Anybody can be bought, child. Anybody can have a price. But for me, it's kind of like, oh, who's saying it? Who's talking about it? People Magazine, TMZ, whatever have you, okay? So they're in a car, the hair is looking nice, the hair is flowing, it's layered, whatever have you, okay? In any event, she's excited. She's talking. She goes on to say that she's super excited because she is an A-lister now. I want y'all to let that sink in. Okay. She was super excited, okay, because she is a A-lister. That's what she said. I'm not saying it. She said she's an A-lister. She's going to TMZ and Kanye be on TMZ, chill. So she likened herself to be the same as Kanye West. Okay. I just want to put that out there so y'all understand what exactly is happening. Okay. So she said she's an A-lister. She was super duper excited. Papoose is excited. Papoose like to be, this time he didn't mind being on live, right? In the house. He didn't want to be on live. He said, don't you put me on live. He said, I ain't going to talk to you if I'm on live. But this time, when he's on his way to TMZ, he don't mind being all up in the camera and all up in the video. He don't mind that. You see what I'm saying? Opportunity, 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 right? It's all about grabbing that opportunity. In any event, she's talking about how happy she is. She's going to TMZ. Like, baby, you're a gold medalist. Why is that? Why is that happy for you? This is exactly what I said to y'all before. She wants to be a socialite. She wants to be a baddie. She wants to be all through social media. She don't even care about the boxing. She says she's an A-lister now. Okay, which is crazy. You should have already thought of yourself as an A-lister, being that you went to the damn Olympics and you're a women boxing champion. You should have already thought of yourself as an A-lister, but that just goes to show what she thinks about herself, y'all. Right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on up in the building, y'all. Hit that like button on this beautiful Wednesday. Come on up in the building. Hit that like button. How you doing, thick brown skin, chasing dreams? How you doing? Good morning. Okay. So in any event, she's going to TMZ Sports. Okay. So happy, so excited, whatever have you. Okay. So she has to sit down with the guy Mike. Okay. We're all over the place, but we'll come back to the beginning. She's sitting down with Mike, okay, and she's talking about, the workout regimen. And she was weighing 198 pounds, and she went down to 160, and she's talking about everything she did at camp. And of course, every time she goes to an interview, she got to mention Papoose. Huh? TMZ Sports. It didn't just say TMZ. TMZ Sports, meaning we want to know about the sports regimen. We want to know about the upcoming fights. We want to know, we want to know, we want to know. But of course, how does she do it? She talks about Papoose. Nobody cared about nothing Papoose is doing, chair. Okay? Papoose is not on the stage with you, but she had to reference my man, my boyfriend, Papoose, because she needed to lock down and let everybody know, the people that don't follow the social media trash and garbage. She wanted the sports people to know also that Papoose was her nigga. Okay, cool. I'll give it to you. I'm no hater. Okay, but what I'm going to talk about is the Flint manicure, boo. Yeah, no, no, no. We gonna talk. No, no, no. We gonna talk about that Flint manicure. We gonna talk about it this morning, y'all. Listen, y'all heard it here first. You gonna talk about that Flint manicure? Not you. Not you, the multi-millionaire. Not you coming outside with two nails on your hands. Oh, yeah. Not you over here calling bitches broke. Not you calling people broke. And when I look at all 10 of your fingers, you only got two tips on, baby. Huh? We gonna get into it, y'all. Huh? Not you out here on the internet, in the interweb, and the World Wide Web talking about people broke shit. And you out there with only two fingernails on and eight of the other fingers don't got no nails. Let me drop a motherfucking bomb this morning, okay? Y'all heard it here first on Hip Hop and Chill, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. You know I ain't coming here to play. I'm coming here to slay, y'all. Let me drop a motherfucking bomb, okay? I said, not you going up to TMZ Sports, chair. Not you going up to TMZ Sports and you missing the fingernails. I said, you're missing the fingernails, child. Now, I don't know if that's the Flint manicure and they only doing two nails off of 10 fingers, baby. But I know it looked crazy as hell. You had two fingers with nails on it, okay, on your right hand, baby. I was floored. I said, ooh, child. How? I'm going to need y'all to hit that like button, y'all. I'ma need y'all to hit the like button because we burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. I'm gonna drop another bomb, okay? Because one thing about Chill, okay? Chill got her eyes open, huh? Chill's got her eyes open. When I tell you I'm vlogging and I'm podcasting, baby, I'm not just watching everybody trying to get the tea. I got my binoculars on, nigga. I'm like, what's happening here? Huh? When y'all come over here to hip hop and chill, I'm not just looking at different vloggers to put together a story. I'm not putting together the story like a Frankenstein. I got my binoculars on and I'm looking at what the hell is going on and who in the hell left the gate open. Stop playing with me. I said, not the little baby, not the little baby up there chair. I said, not the little baby up there, child, with only two fingernails, child. Two French manicure fingernails. I said, ooh, wait. I said, Pap ain't shit. Pap. I said, Pap ain't shit. How you gonna let your love bug, your lady love, go to the TMZ, TN Sports, TMZ, all that shit? Let her go there with only two fingernails? What in the peanut butter and jelly is going on? So you mean to tell me you were such in a rush to go to TMZ, okay? You couldn't go get you a manicure. Forget a manicure. You couldn't take them two nails off that was hanging on. I know how it be sometime, baby. Okay. I know how it be sometime, baby. You know us girlies. Listen, I stay with my nails done, child. I don't do nothing else. I do the nails and the toes. I stay with it done because I like the nails and the nails and the toes done. Okay, but there's sometimes you can get caught slipping, huh? I said that sometimes you can get caught slipping. Right? You get your nail done is about 2 weeks. You know, I get my shit done every 2 to 3 weeks. And maybe a nail will pop off or maybe a nail will break. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe the nail will break. And then you may get caught slipping, but you got to run to the nail salon to get a fresh set or get a filling. Right? And I understand sometimes that glue that they be putting on be gel. The glue be holding the nail. I said the glue be holding the nail. I be like, it's this crazy glue. It be holding the nail. And what you gotta do when you go to the salon, baby, you gotta soak it. Huh? I said when you got the nails on your hand and you want to remove it for a new set and the glue is gluing and the glue don't want to come off. I said you gotta soak it. You gotta soak it in the acetone to loosen up the nail. So you mean to tell me, huh? You mean to tell me you done got dolled up? I can tell you got your face beat. The makeup was, you know what I'm saying, was nice. Got the face beat. Got the frontal fronting. Your legs are shiny. I can tell you put shea butter and cocoa butter. Okay, you was not ashy at all, girl. So you mean to tell me that you had two nails on 10 fingers, only two nails, and nobody said nothing to you? Papoose ain't say, hold up, baby, come here. Let me pull that shit off. He could have just went to the bathroom, got a nail clipper, and pried them shits off. Hmm. You so much in a rush. I said you're in a rush. You're so much in a rush to get that clout. You want to be seen. And the crazy part about it is you ain't even got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. I keep telling you, bitch, you the one with the bag. You ain't got to do all that. Now, let's go back in the time machine, y'all. Everybody come in the building, y'all. We serving up some tea this morning. Come in the building, hit that like button. Share it out, hit that like button. We up in here because we going to talk about this. And I'm telling you, chilly chill. Okay, chilly chill. Chillary is going to let y'all know. I done peep game. I put my binoculars on. I said, what the fuck? See, when it come to hip hop and chill, I'm gonna give you that fresh tea. It ain't gonna be that tea that's warmed up in the microwave. You gonna get that fresh motherfucking tea. Hit the like button, please. So let's go back in the time machine, y'all. We're gonna go back in the time machine. Back in April or May. I want to say maybe May to be April, May. And Claressa went out with her homegirls. I want to know if y'all remember this. Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat if y'all remember this. Claressa went to the nail salon with her homegirls. Just put a one. Anybody put a one in the chat if y'all remember Claressa Shields going to the nail salon with her homegirls. She went there with the pregnant one. Do y'all remember? And the pregnant one said, oh, thank you, Maria. And the pregnant one said, oh, you know, she's this, she's that. And the Chinese lady in spot didn't even know who she was. Hmm? She went and got her nails done. I want to bring this back to May, y'all, because some of these birds was chirping in my comment section. They was mad as shit at me, baby. Oh, they was mad at me. Some of the ducks was quacking. Okay, the chickens was like fuck, 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 fuck. They was clucking. The chickens was clucking in my comment section when I said, "Why in the hell would you be at a nail salon with a whole bunch of chicks and you gotta wait your goddamn turn? And not only you doing your nails and you doing your eyelashes, you doing everything there. It's giving a hood spot." I said, baby, you are a millionaire, according to you. You are a millionaire. You're a GOAT. You're a champion. You're this, you're that. You need to have the manicurist come to you, baby. Did I not? I said that. A woman of your caliber, because we're broke and you're not. You remember that, right, Maria? I said, why didn't she have a manicurist come to her crib or wherever she at to do her nails? Now, again, if you don't want them to come to your crib, there are celebrities that will go to a salon, a suite, whatever have you, and it'll be shut down just for the celebrity. You think Mary J. Blige is going to Jamaica Avenue in Queens and sitting down to wait to get a manicure and a pedicure and holding a number? She's number 17 and she got to wait? Absolutely not. Good morning. Thank you, China Doll. Absolutely not. Right? You think Mary J. Blige is sitting there at a local Korean nail spot? Huh? And say hello? And the lady said, go pick your color. Ain't no effing way. Ain't no, you think Mariah Carey gonna go to Fulton in Brooklyn and sit down for her nails to get done? They gonna come to me. They gonna come to Mariah. And I said this back in May, y'all. I said it back in May, and the chickens was clucking. They was clucking in my comment section because they was mad that I said that. Wealthy is what wealthy does. I'm gonna keep it a stat. I don't have no nail person coming to my house because I'm not wealthy. But if you're gonna put yourself on that level, and every time you turn around, you're gonna call somebody broke, then you need to have your nail tech come to your house. The same way your makeup tech is gonna come to your crib. The same way she gonna apply your eyelashes and everything the hell else. Huh? Let's talk about that. And I said it back in May, y'all. And the birds was chirping, tweet, tweet, tweet. The chickens was clucking, because sometimes people come in your comment section just have a reason to disagree. If you really got it like that, you are not going to a nail salon. So in any event, her homegirl at the time who was pregnant was talking to the tech, was like, "Oh, you're doing a celebrity's eyelashes." The lady looking at her like, "Who?" Yeah, and she had a show on the phone. The lady's like, anyway, let me put this glue on his eyelash and get you up out my seat. Number 16 next. Okay. Good morning, everybody pulling up in the building. Good morning, good morning. Great to see y'all. Let's deep dive. So last night, child, okay, chillers. Last night, I was kicked back, child, okay. I was sipping on a little bit of Taylor Port, just a tiny bit, just a little sip. And I was kicked back. And I was watching. My husband had turned it on a big screen. And I wear glasses too. I put on my glass. I said, what the fuck am I looking at? I said, do this baby have on two nails stuck on her fingers and the rest of her nails? And then the rest of her nails looked like they was dingy. Shout out to Onyx. Remember that rap group Onyx? The nails was giving shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. Shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. Shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. Shout out to Onyx. The nails was giving shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. Not you coming out with two fingers. Like, I don't know if you kept them two fingers with the nails on because you wanted to give the peace sign to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at my nails, peace. Because you know you came out foul. All right? I ain't gonna hold you. You know you came out rough, rugged, and raw with that. Because even when you sat there, you was trying to hide your hands a little bit. You feel me? You trying to camouflage your nail like ooh ooh. You trying to move around, but see, I had the binoculars on. I said, hold up, not so fast, boo. And you was trying to move your hands around, and I seen the two nails, the two acrylic nails. I said, oh, Papoose is wrong as hell. You know you was dead wrong. See, it don't take nothing. See, I know that TMZ interview, right? TMZ Sports. I know they did not make that interview with you the very same day. It's impossible, right? All right, for argument's sake, let's say they set the interview with you at 8 o'clock in the morning, which I know is a lie. That interview was probably pre-planned. You mean to tell me you couldn't take 2 hours of your day to go get your nails done? I mean, you like to go to these shops. Thank you, Mrs. T. I know y'all like to go to these shops and shit. You couldn't take 2 hours out your long ass day to go get your nails done? Like what we talking about, y'all? Am I losing something? Am I lost? You mean to tell me you ain't got enough time for self-care? Huh? You ain't got enough time to love on yourself. You ain't got enough time to get yourself together. I mean, you spend time on the hair, you spend time on the makeup, and Papoose, you already know how it go because I'm gonna tell you this real talk. All right. When you was with Remy, right? And I'm just bringing Remy in this to make a comparison, okay? When you was with Remy Ma, okay, when y'all stepped out fresh to death, right? No bias. When you stepped out with Remy, anywhere y'all went, y'all was fresh to death. Y'all had the matching outfits, right? Or something similar. Remy always had the fresh gear on coming through. You know what I'm saying? With the Darucci leather, coming through with the Daniel leather, coming through with coming through with the heels and all that. Remy nails be done. Papoose got the fresh shape up. Fitted be matching the fit. It's just it's wonderful. It's beautiful. Beautiful to look at. I know for a fact I take this back because Remy wouldn't even come out playing herself like that. Right? I can't imagine Remy Ma coming through with only two fingernails on her hands. Like Papoose, where did you go wrong? Because it seemed like everything is going down at this point. Or maybe you really don't care. And this is why people say you don't care, right? This is why people say you don't care. And then people get mad. Because if you really love this woman, right? And you care about this woman, you gonna make sure she gonna come out official. You know she's sitting down at an interview, she's sitting on the couch. We looking at her hands. You know people gonna scrutinize everything. Every time she open her mouth, do an interview, you know we gonna sit here and pick apart everything that's going on, Pat. You know that. You know we gonna watch everything this woman doing because I ain't gonna front. She talk buku shit. So we gonna sit there, we gonna be like, all right, what she got on, this and that. Like I said, I'm not a hater. I liked her hair. I liked her hair. But how you gonna see this woman not having her nails on Papoose and have her sit on TMZ Sports? Why would you do that, Pat? See what I'm saying about you? This is why I say that he does not give a damn. Okay? He don't give a damn. Then a part of me was like, yo, do this chick be doing this just because she want us to talk about her? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Do she just be doing this wild shit? Because there's no excuse, Claressa. I'm sorry. I know we be talking shit. But at the end of the day, there's no excuse for you to come outside your house with only two fingernails on your hand. It don't make no damn sense. And you sitting on TMZ Sports, okay, and you talking. I couldn't even listen to what the F you was talking about because I couldn't believe your hands was looking like that. If you didn't want to wear tips, right? Fine. You could have pulled those two tips off, right? And could have just manicured your own nails, put a little clear nail polish, and kept it moving, or got a fresh set. And you knew you was dead wrong. I don't know, in your mind, maybe you felt like we couldn't see it. Well, I saw it. I seen it last night, baby. Maybe you felt like we couldn't see it and you was trying to hide your hands a little bit, but you kept exposing your hands because, just like me, I talk with my hands. I do. I talk with my hands, right? So you were talking. Thank you so much, Blown Flower. Good morning. You were talking with your hands. And by talking with your hands, we were able to see the shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. Shifty, low down, gritty, and grimy. We was able to see that. See? And this is exactly why people got shit to say. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. That interview, again, I was so mesmerized by the nails, but she said some shit that had me tripping. I said, oh, nah, not you for my Beyonce chick. So Claressa wants Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce. She wants Beyonce to walk her out for her retirement chair. Okay. She said it's gonna be 7 years from now when she's 38 years old. Okay. I just want y'all to listen to what this baby said. Okay, the baby said she want Beyonce to walk her out. Okay, 7 years from now. All right. I mean, I listen, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, we don't even know if the world going to be around 7 years from now. Okay, let's be clear. This is how I know you live in a Barbie dream house, bitch. Because we don't even know if the world is going to be around 7 years from now. God willingly, it is, right? We don't know if you won't be around. We don't know what's going on, right? But you in your mind have made up some shit and you want Beyonce to walk you out. I don't think Beyonce mess with you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know Beyonce, man. But, being that, listen, let's talk about it, y'all. Good morning. Come on in the building. Good morning, everybody. Let me drop a bomb for the people. Come on in. Come on in the building. Trenas, how you doing? Come on in the building. Come on in the building. Hit the like button. We talking early morning because we need to break this down before y'all go to work or go to school or get the kids together. We need to break some things down. Okay, some of y'all at work, y'all did an overnight shift. Y'all about to get off. Some of y'all just getting up. Y'all got me on the TV, drinking your tea and coffee. Yeah, we need to talk about this early morning. We need to break it down. Now, how you doing, Miss B? Leslie, how you doing? Hi, Sin. How you doing? Now, let's talk about this. Okay. So you mean to tell me you think Beyonce knows Carter is going to walk your ass out? See, I don't know if you sipping some Kool-Aid with some crushed up aspirin in it and you bugging. Beyonce, and I'm a betting woman, and I'll bet the farm that Beyonce will never walk you out. Do you understand why she won't walk you out? Let me explain why. Because again, you're living in a dream world, you're living in a Barbie dream house, okay? She did a whole album and song, okay, talking about Jay-Z's infidelity, y'all. Okay. Can y'all put a one? Can y'all press one? Can anybody press one in the chat, please? Anybody press one in the chat and let me know if y'all remember Beyonce singing about Jay-Z being, not cheating on her, right? Thank you, Tanya. We remember Jay-Z cheating on her, right? And she talked about it. And that would thank you, ladies. And that was a part of her healing process. So Beyonce is a woman, okay, who and listen, she's a very beautiful woman, very talented. Beyonce went through a situation where her husband, thank you, y'all, love y'all, where her husband, Jay-Z, was cheating on her. Now, Becky with the good hair, all that stuff. Now, their whole situation was in public, like, but we knew enough to understand that Beyonce went through it and she talked about it and Jay-Z as well. The audacity, yes, Lemonade album, the audacity of you, okay, the audacity of you, the unmitigated gall, the set of balls and cojones that you have thinking that this married woman that done went through her own trials and tribulations with her husband over another woman will walk your ass out. Hold on, bitch. Let me walk you down this morning, okay? Let me walk you down real quick. There is no way on God's green earth that's going to happen. And I tell you, I think the majority of your thoughts are fantasy. You mean to tell me you've been dealing with this married man publicly and you think a married woman is going to walk you down for what reason? 7 years from now? We don't even know if you won't be around then. We don't know if the world's going to be around then. It's nasty, nasty work, right? You need to be focused about them two nails that you left hanging on your hands. And don't worry about Beyonce walk you out 7 years from now because it's not going to happen. And Papoose, you wrong as hell for even letting her play herself. Stop glazing people. It's nasty work. Stop glazing people. You talk about how you so rich and you this and you that, but every time I turn around, you fans out. Beyonce not messing with you. When you ever see Beyonce playing with people like that? Beyonce don't even talk in no goddamn interview. You see her now, you don't. Now you see her now, you don't. It's weird the way you fans out. And this is the same way you was fans out over Remy. Let's be clear, y'all. This is the same exact way that she was fans out over Remy, okay? And being fans out turned into her jumping, okay? Doing a somersault, doing a cartwheel in a motherfucking inbox DM. You was over there, right? You did a somersault into Remy's DM, right? Because you was fans out. You think all of this started with Papoose? No, it didn't. You was fans out over Remy. And when you seen that she wasn't biting the way you wanted her to bite, you did affirmative action. You did something else, right? And started hollering at her nigga and all that. That's what happened. Getting fans out. Why would Beyonce have anything to do with you? I see one time you was over there with Kelly Rowland. It was some event. Kelly act like you had poison ivy. She didn't really want to play you too close. No woman in the industry, because I know you want to be in the industry so bad. You want to be a superstar and a socialite, okay? No woman in the industry is going to take you serious. They're not going to befriend you. They're not going to be cool with you. They're not going to invite you to the house for coffee and biscotti and all that because they don't trust you. Huh? I said none of the black women or even white women, any of the entertainers, rappers, singers, because they have a very tight-knit circle. They would never invite you over for coffee and cake, okay? Because they don't trust you and they don't want you to push up on their man or their baby father or their husband. The same way you was glazing Rihanna. Rihanna low-key dissed you. Right? But you too slow to realize that she said, yes, I'm so going like Claressa Shields. Like, come on, bro. She dissed you. She dissed you. Why you don't got no pictures with Rihanna? Huh? Why you ain't hanging out with Rihanna and them? And you talking about Beyonce gonna walk you out. For what reason? For what reason? What does Beyonce gain by walking you out? People want to steer clear away from you. And what's happening is you are being force fed to us. Right? And like I said, you spent so much time yesterday trying to run up there and catch a wave and catch clout, right? You forgot to get your nails done. You gave us the flip manicure. That's what you did, boo. You gave us the flip manicure where none of your nails are done except for the two. Okay? That's what you gave us, and you wasn't even embarrassed. Look at the nails, y'all. Zoom in, y'all. Look at the nails, y'all. You were so busy trying to run up there to be on TMZ, you ain't even go get your nails done. Like I said, you don't have to wear no tips. If you want to take it off, take it off. You left two fingers on, and you went up there on a national show to talk about what? Huh? And you ain't taking enough time to make sure you were straight. And you came up there, and it's an embarrassment, y'all. We not picking on her. We not picking on the baby. We telling you exactly what the hell we see. You ain't taking enough time to groom yourself and take care of yourself and make sure that you're, see, and you did it before. You came through with the chopped pedicure. You did it before. Now you're doing it with the hands. Come on, ma. Like, I'm really starting to believe, like, you want people to talk about you. And you did say yesterday, you said that you are the algorithm. I give you that. I give you that. You are the algorithm. I will give you that. But I'm trying to tell you, not in a great way. And shame on you. And shame on Papoose for you coming outside with your nails like that. And again, we all, listen, we all get caught slipping as women. We break a nail. We got to wait till maybe to the end of the week until we can find time to get to the salon. Let me tell you, that happens to me. Okay. If you have kids, family, husband, whatever have you, and let's say you break your nail on a Wednesday and you can't get to that salon and make an appointment by Saturday, baby, I'll put a band-aid around that bitch and keep it moving. Right? Come on. Come on. You couldn't get to the nail salon? You could have somebody come in your house. You went there with 2 fingernails on. That just goes to show where your mind is at. And this is why people say things they say about you, right? This is why people discuss you in a certain fashion because you can't tell me as a grown 31-year-old woman who is a self-proclaimed millionaire who you call us broke, right? Listen, we broke, right? I'm broke, but I would never step out like that. If I got only 2 fingers left, I'm gonna just pop them shits off. I'm not coming out with that. You understand what I'm saying? But you were so worried about running over to TMZ to catch a clout wave, right? You just didn't care how you was looking. And shame on you, Papoose, for not putting her on. Come on, Pat. And I know you was ashamed because you kept holding on to them 2 nails. You was trying to hide it. But again, you talk with your hands. I talk with my hands too. So you kept showing it. You kept showing your fingers. Please hit that like button, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see how we doing on that like button. Let me take a look, see. Good morning, everybody. Come on in the building. Come on in the building, because we talking about some real shit this morning, okay? Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. It's free and it's early, okay? Let's hit the like button. Let's get it done, okay? Chili Chill is dropping that tea this morning, all right? You heard it here first. You heard about them nails, right? All right. Let's hit that like button. Thank you so much. You didn't care enough about yourself to make sure you was together. You already know people gonna scrutinize you. They gonna talk about you. They gonna say, "Yo, what she got on? What she doing?" You already know that. You already know that. Good morning, positive. You already know people gonna talk about you. They gonna talk about what you got on. And is it fair? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Love you more, baby. Thank you, Katina. Is it fair? I don't know. But see, the thing is, people wouldn't critique you so hard if you wasn't so nasty to people. And that's just the moral of the story. People would not critique you so hard if you wasn't nasty all the time. And that's why people always got something to say. And that's why people always want to pick apart and scrutinize what the hell's going on. They're gonna do that. They're going to do that. They're going to do that. Everybody zoom in. I ain't lying. I ain't got a cat for y'all. Everybody zoom in and see what it's hitting on, y'all. She had 2 tips on. It's crazy. You know what that shows? Hey, Shayna Boo. You know what that show? You know what that shows? That shows self-neglect, right? Because ain't no way you talking that cash money shit every day, all day, okay? Ain't gonna come through with the nails. And people probably like, oh, it's just nails. No, it's not just nails. It's not just nails. If you gonna come through and stunt on us, you gotta come together and bring the whole package, right? You were so excited to be on TMZ. You said, oh my God, I'm an A-lister now. I'm an A-lister. I'm gonna be on TMZ like Kanye. Look at what you saying. So you mean to tell me your accolades? Let me tell you something. Somebody's left a comment for me, and I'm gonna respond to you. They was like, somebody left a comment for me yesterday in my comment section, like, yo, we don't want to hear about her accolades and we don't want to hear about this and that. Let me tell you something. Respectfully, I've never been a hater, right? And when I bring the story, a good blogger is going to give you all sides, right? I'm going to give you both sides of the coin. Right now, am I sitting on my platform with the whole pomp and circumstance and dun, 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 dun? I'm not doing that, right? But at the end of the day, you got to take the sugar with the salty, the sweet with the bitter. You understand what I'm saying? So if baby got her hair done, she got her hair done. It don't take nothing for me to say baby got her hair done. Hmm? Let's talk about it, right? I'm bringing y'all the news and what's going on. But if I mean, it's not about me. Listen, if she got Olympic gold medals, that's a true fact, right? I hope you're in the chat. You left a message for me. Is a true fact. She's a Olympic gold medalist. What am I gonna say? She's not. That's exactly what she is, right? One thing about me, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on no crucifixion crusade with this broad. I'm just giving y'all the news, right? So yeah, she is an Olympic gold medalist. And in the midst of me telling the story, I will make a simile and I'll make comparisons as well. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Bella. I don't know. See, that's the thing, Bella. Bella, is he controlling the money? Huh? Bella, is Papoose controlling the bread? Is he giving her allotment of bread? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable. We're all broke. We're broke, Bella, right? According to her, we're broke. I would not feel comfortable going outside with my hands looking like that. It just speaks volumes about what the hell is going on, right? But like I said, you were so hyped, right? You wanted to get up on TMZ, you wanted to be seen, right? You wanted to talk your ish, right? You were so interested in talking your ish, you couldn't even go get your nails done. It's nasty work, and I don't know what's wrong with Shorty. And then at the same time, you told my Beyonce, it's too much. Oh, I'm an A-lister. I'm an A-lister now, baby girl. You been an A-lister. You wasn't well. You were an A-lister, right? Just on the strength of the whole black excellence when we didn't know you, right? Good morning, elevation. Huh? You were an A-lister before we knew who and what you were. Okay? Respectfully. This is a whole entire embarrassment. And this is exactly why I tell y'all, my sweet babies. This is exactly why I tell y'all Papoose is in it for the bread. He don't care about her well-being. He don't care about how people look at her. He don't care how she presents herself. As long as she get into that chicken. That nigga sat up there in that woman's house and said, I'm not gonna talk to you if you are on live. I mean, I know listen, I'm reiterating it, but it just speaks volumes on how he feel about her. I'm not gonna talk to you if you on live. So why you wanted to be up in the camera yesterday, Pat? Huh? You said you don't want to talk to her if she is on live. That's what you said. And you was very adamant about it and you were rude about it. And she was flustered and she was upset about it. And she walked downstairs with that tear trickling down her damn cheek. You told her and you told us you don't want to talk to her if she's live. So why the hell you was in that damn camera on the way to TMZ? Claressa, you don't see what the hell going on here? This is psychological warfare. Let me let you know, right? And people that have narcissistic traits will play that game every goddamn time. People with the narcissistic traits will do this every single goddamn time, y'all. He wanted us to know, right? Because when he made that comment, baby, in the house, he knew you was live. He knew that. Papoose knew you were live, girl. But he did that to showcase the fact that he don't give a F. He did that to showcase the fact that he wanted you to look insignificant. He wanted to showcase the fact that he is in fact in full total control, y'all, okay? Papoose ain't no damn dummy. Papoose was laid up in your house, okay, with his balls swinging, okay, telling you, don't put me on. Like what? Baby, I would have turned that camera around so goddamn fast. And I would have showed the world what it's really hitting on. Yeah, he's sick of her. But see, this is the thing, Maria. He's sick of her, but he got to see this through. Okay? One thing I can say say about Papoose is he has a lot of determination and he's going to stay the course. You understand what I'm saying? And he's going to keep playing with this money line. He's going to do it. Sometimes he may get upset, but he got to bring it back together because he knows there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all some good shit. He talked to you crazy. He dismantled your emotions. He took your emotions and your feelings and he crumpled it up like a piece of paper and threw it in a waste bin. He shitted on you that day in your house. You came to your house tiptoeing, scared, because you ain't know if he was going to curse you out or not. He didn't know if you was going to curse, he was going to curse you out. You didn't know. You didn't know what Papoose was on. You didn't know he was gonna curse you out, call you out your name. You didn't know what that man was gonna do to you. And that's very indicative to somebody that's a narcissist. He's gonna make you feel low. Let me tell you what he probably do to you. And this is allegedly, y'all. Alleged with a big cherry on top. Papoose is going to break you down, build you up. Break you down, build you up. Break you down, 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 build you up and break you down. That's how the niggas do it. It's called psychological warfare. This is how he gonna do it. You think he's in your corner? That nigga's playing a psychological game with you. And we all see it. He'll break you down, break you down, break you down, break you down, build you up. So he done broke you down so bad. When he give you a little compliment and make you feel good, you feel like he giving you the world. And once he feel like you trying to shine, he gonna break you down, break you down, break you down again. This is exactly what's going on. You can't tell me you not the same chick that sat up there and said on an interview that you would fold the bitch like a lawn chair, because that's what you said. You said that. You said that. You was over there with Melissa Ford, right? When that interview, and you said that you will fold the bitch like a lawn chair. For those who don't know the hood talk, that means she gonna probably punch somebody in their bread basket and fold them over. You said that she was gonna fold the bitch like a lawn chair if you had to. So why you ain't fold Papoose up? Cause ain't no way a nigga gonna sit in my house with they balls hanging, okay, in my bed, talking crazy to me, and you know I'm on live. Let me tell you something about me, right? That crazy would have kicked in. I would have flipped the camera and I was like, nigga, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up and get out. Right? And this is the problem because you ain't never G-check that nigga. Right? You ain't never G-check him. So now it's smooth sailing. So anytime he want to play in your face and all that, he gonna do it. You can't do nothing about it. The nigga don't care about you so much. He got you coming outside to TMZ with your nails missing. What the hell? And it wasn't like it was one nail. One nail. That happens sometimes. You're on your way somewhere, you're breaking down. One nail. It wasn't one nail. It wasn't even two nails. I'll give you that. Huh? You had 8 missing fingernails, y'all. You had 8 missing fingernails. 8. Do you know the type of neglect? Do you know the message that you're sending everybody? 8 missing fingernails. And when I say fingernails, y'all, I want y'all to understand the fingernails is just a cherry on top, y'all. Okay? Because this is bigger. This is much bigger. Thank you, China. This is much bigger than fingernails. Right? This speaks volumes about how you don't pay attention to yourself. You don't pay attention to yourself. You don't worry about yourself. You're worried about everybody else outside of who the hell you are. You worry about what Remy Ma is doing. What's Remy Ma wearing? What Juju wearing? Where they going? What they typing? What about the song? What Papoose talking about? Who Papoose talking to? You worry about Papoose kids. Did they really like me? Don't like me? You worry about everything else except for your goddamn self. And that's exactly why the nails is the simile, right? The nails is the simile, right? hell you walking around with 8 missing nails, yo? 8? Nah, yo. Please hit that like button for me, y'all. Because this is nasty work. Huh? Who remember that show? Was it Electric Company back in the day? Where my Gen Xers at? Where my Gen Xers at? Where my people 40 and over at? Because y'all probably gonna remember this. Remember Electric Company? Where my who listen, who's over 40? Drop a one. Drop a one to all my Gen Xers. Cause this is nasty work. You walking around with 8 missing nails? Hello, hey Barbara. Shout out to the Gen Xers. That's right, 40 and over. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tanya. Here we are. That's right, Nate. Here we go. Oh, shit. Shane, I thought you was younger than that. That's right. Come on in the building. All the Gen X's, 40 and over. That's right. There go my babies right there. There go my babies right there. That's right. Represent, represent, represent. Represent, Gen X. That's right. Come on in. Back in the days, there used to be this show that used to come on. All right. You know, we some old bitches, chair. There used to be a show that used to come on. You know, we used to all watch Sesame Street, right? We used to watch Sesame Street, and we used to come. Yeah, listen, you look young as hell, baby. Oh yeah, Marie look young too. Everybody, come on in the building. Look young, young, young. There used to be a show that used to come on, y'all, after Sesame Street. Y'all remember? Can you tell me how they get? We used to watch that shit, right? Some of us probably had like little mini afros and cornrows and shit. There was a show that used to come on. Get Channel 13. Let's go. Was it Electric Company? And they used to hit the pinball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remember that shit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. Remember that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bitch had 8 nails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You had 8 nails off. Stop playing with me, okay? Is an entire mess. Huh? We gonna talk the truth and we gonna shame the devil. Remember that? Tell me that part. Remember that shit? Yeah, bought it back. You know, Marissa, huh? We bought it back. We bought it back. You already know it's gonna be good. They had the pinball machine and they pulled that shit back. It hit that shit and that pinball would go off. And you know what's so crazy? I used to be little. I used to watch the pinball. You know, it used to do the same thing every time, but for whatever reason, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bitch had 8 nails missing. Like what we so yeah. Listen. Yushima, just pop those two. Listen, pop them off. Listen, if I gotta bite them bitches off, they coming off. I ain't coming outside slacking and lacking. You telling us we broke, bitch? I would never be caught dead like that. Uh-huh. I will bite them 2 nails off if I can't listen. Cause you know, girlies, we go to the nail salon and we can't pop it off. We go and we soak it in acetone. I hate soaking. Oh, I hate soaking, but you soak it. You soak it off. Huh? And you went on a national show. And not only did you sit over there with Mike, okay, from TMZ, you was cocky as hell. You was feeling yourself and you was talking spicy about Layla. I was like, oh my God. Huh? I love you more, baby. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you know, that's locked away in my brain, all those childhood memories. Sitting on the floor eating some peanut butter and jelly, eating some Fruit Loops, and you know what I'm saying? With no milk, just crunching on them shits like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? You went over there and you was popping buku shit over there. You was hot. You was talking shit. You was talking about Layla Ali. What is your listen? Respectfully, what is your listen? What is your obsession with this woman? Huh? What's your obsession with Layla Ali? She not even bothering you. Huh? Did I listen? Chillers, did I miss something? Is Layla Ali bothering this lady? Is Layla Ali bothering Claressa? Is she saying something about her? I'm confused. Every chance you get, if it's not Layla Ali, it's Remy Ma. Like, you so worried about other women, okay? And that's why your nails look like that. Huh? You said she a retirement and this and that. Like, just shut up. Just shut up. Leave her alone. She have a husband and kids. Something you don't have. Hello? Is anybody home? I said, is anybody in the building? Is anybody, can I knock? I'm gonna rap on your door, tap on your window. Like, you rapping on people's door, tapping on their window pane. They not fucking with you. Shut up. God. Layla Ali is living her life with her beautiful children and her husband, minding her business, enjoying her legacy, enjoying her father's legacy, and building a brand within herself and her community. She's not bothering you. She don't want to fight you. You want to fight her. Everything has to be about clout. Leave that woman alone. Layla Ali ain't bothering you. All Layla Ali did for you, beloved, is try to mentor you. That's all I know that she did. Please jump in the comment section and correct me if I'm wrong. Layla Ali tried to mentor you. I remember when you got up with Layla mad years ago, you was looking crazy and all that. And she showed you all the love another black woman can show another black woman. And now the level of respect. You won't disrespect. Now you won't even give the woman respect just on the strength she's older than you. We get it. We get it. Layla Ali is 17 years older than you. We don't care. She looked the fuck good. Yeah, she old and she needed to stay where she at, and she had her time and I got my time. Nobody don't even care about that. You went in the ring and you fought K Scott. Like, what we like Layla Ali would never. Shout out to K Scott. Huh? Layla Ali would never. You so bothered by everybody. You got the money, you got the nigga, you got the clout, live your life. And this is why you spend so much time worrying about Layla Ali, Remy Ma, this one, that one, this one, that one. You worried about the comment section. You worried about the vloggers. You worried about the podcasters. You worried about Joe Budden. You worried about 50 Cent. You worried about everybody. You worried about Maserati Bud. You worried about everybody. You're worried about everybody, but you just don't worry enough about yourself to get your nails done. I just don't get it. One and one equal two, don't it? Or we doing the new math? Is this the new math? You worried about, listen, child, you worried about Remy. You want to know what Remy ate. You want to know what Remy wearing. You got a mood board. You watching what she doing. You want to know where she get her bundles from. You even worried about Juju. You worried about Cameron. You worried about 50. You worried about every goddamn body. Why? Papoose is not enough for you? You mad as hell. Cause you thought you was doing your big one. Oh, yeah, I'ma still Papoose. Who? You thought you was doing your big one, right? You thought by getting with Papoose was gonna be your big one. Uh-huh. And you see, don't nobody care about it. See, we laugh because we already know what Remy told us. She said, child. Remy said that nigga wasn't pulling his damn weight. And it took a long time for Remy to keep with a stack. She said, hey, yo, this nigga was never pulling his weight. I made him look good, okay? I made him look good. Remy came through like Vidal Sassoon. Y'all remember Vidal Sassoon? That shampoo back in the 80s and 90s? She came through like Vidal Sassoon. Remy said, if you don't look good, we don't look good. Bars, stop playing with me. Come on, stop it. Huh? Remy said, if I don't look good, you don't look good. And she made sure the nigga looked good. But she came out. And let me tell you, sidebar, shout out to Remy Network, Remy Ma Full Effect, NYC Big Bronx in the building. Remy said, right, if y'all knew what really went on, y'all would cry. I'm waiting for Remy to come out, child. Ooh, child. And Remy, make sure you do it on the Remy Network, the interview, your interview. When you talk about what you want to talk about, make sure it's on your platform so you get all them views and everything. Huh? Remy is gonna come out here. And Remy gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. She gonna expose Papoose. Because what we know right now about Papoose is a tippity top of the iceberg, right? And Remy, when she's ready, she's going to dig deep under that iceberg, and it's going to cause a motherfucking avalanche, y'all. It sure will. Yeah, it's going to cause an avalanche. Remy done told us. She said, Papoose don't pull his weight. She said, baby girl, you are the next come up. You took that like she was hating. You look how he treating you, girl. Look how he talked to you. Come and talk to me. Look how he talked to you. Look how he handle you. Look how he deal with you in your own house. Talk is spicy as hell. See, one thing about me, listen, if you try to embarrass me, I'ma shit on you. You try to embarrass me, I'm coming with the army grenade. I'm blowing you up. That I'm telling you, on guard, Claressa, when that nigga played with you in your house, that was your opportunity to shine. You know, on the iPhone, you just press that button and flip that fucking camera. I was like, nigga, get up. Get your get your black ass up, baby. It would have been a mess. The blogs would have been blogging. The podcasters would have been podcasting. It would have been viral. You want to be viral? That's how you go viral, right? But you decided to take your ass over there on that platform. Okay. You decided to take yourself on that platform. Okay. And talk to Mike. All right. From TMZ with the missing nails, not 8 of them, chill. 8 missing nails, and you over here talking about you the algorithm. Child, if you don't go get you some acrylic and dip powder, okay, and go get you a gel manicure, go sit down somewhere talking about you the goddamn algorithm, bitch. If you don't get some acetone and sit down in the nail salon and soak off them 2 last nails, talking about you the algorithm, child, you don't lost your rabbit ass by. Huh? We don't understand what's going on. Does not compute, child. Not understanding what's happening. Okay? Ain't no way you a millionaire out here popping all this buku shit and you coming through like a brokey trying to talk about us regular smugglers that got jobs and families. You could talk about Layla Ali all day. You could talk about whoever you want. But Layla Ali got children. Children, and she has a husband. And that's the thing that's itching your blood clot body. You so into people, into their business. You so into their business. You want to know what everybody doing? Go have some babies by Papoose. Be like Rihanna. Be like Rihanna. Go have some kids and leave us alone. You had a whole interview. Nobody even asked you shit about Papoose. Here you go. Huh? Facts. Facts. Facts handle me. Shout out to Maserati Bud because Maserati Bud said he took her out and he even bought her clothes. Now that's an old player from the Himalayas, okay? He young, but he got an old man spirit. He said, baby, I'm gonna take you out. Huh? That's what Maserati Buzz said. Maserati Buzz said he took old girl out and bought her clothes for the dates. I ain't gonna lie, Maserati, but I think he really likes her. I do. I think he really liked her. Let me tell y'all something. You know why I know he liked her? Because when he was on that interview, it was nothing but space and opportunity. That nigga could have dragged her for filth. Huh? Hmm? Maserati Bud, when he was on that interview, talking about young lady right here, he could have dragged her for filth. And let me tell you something, that drag would have been a drag of the ages, child. That would have been a drag of the century. Let me tell you, that drag, we still would have been talking about that drag. When was that interview? Back in April or May? We would have still been talking about that goddamn drag because he would have exposed her and dragged her. And guess what? She would have never been able to show her face. Huh? But because he likes her and he has respect for her, he left it right where it was. He was a gentleman about it. Hmm? He was a gentleman about it. And shout out to Maserati Bud because he could have really went low. He said up there, he said, yo, we went out, I bought clothes and, she told me, I said, I don't even know him. He's a fan. He's obsessed. Hmm? Well, I never seen a fan hanging out in somebody's house. See, the thing is, she knows she messed up because allegedly, this is all alleged, she was allegedly dealing with Maserati while, she, in a relationship with Papoose. I remember when this came out. Remember, y'all, when it all came out, and I remember they started, they did a video together, and her and Papoose was sitting in the car, and Papoose was smiling. Can I tell you that smile that Papoose did? It looked like he was in pain. It was a smile of embarrassment. He had to push it along because he's like, yo, if I acknowledge that this broad, okay, was over there with Maserati Bud, it's gonna make me look crazy as hell. Right? So Papoose had to play around, okay, and he had to play along with that storyline, okay, because there was nothing else he could do. He had to play that game. He had to play that game, y'all. Papoose had to save face. Do you know how embarrassing it would have been if everything came out? And I'm going to say allegedly. Let's say they were messing together, Maserati and Claressa, and it was, whatever was going on. Do you know how crazy Papoose would have really looked? Even though we still know the deal, but you sat up there and disrespected your wife, talking crazy. Oh yeah, who, and then look now, the chick that you allegedly left your wife for is doing you dirty. You can't touch and agree on that. You can't touch and agree on that. You gotta fake the funk now, because now it's all about appearances, right? And now Papoose got her in a chokehold, right? So because she knows she did bad. She knows she did bad, right? Maserati was like, yo, he picked out her bed and all that. Now, respectfully, if a man is picking out your bed, a regular friend, a platonic guy friend is not going to help you pick out a bed. He's just not going to do it, okay? Thank you so much, Pimpin. Thank you, baby. Okay? A platonic guy friend is not going to help you pick out your bed. They're just not. See, a nigga you effing with, yeah, he gonna help you pick out the bad chair. See, a nigga you effing with, he gonna sit on the bed and he gonna bounce on it to make sure the springs are springing, huh? A nigga you effing with gonna look at the headboard and make sure there's enough space to put them handcuffs. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try the bed out. He gonna pick the bed out because he know he gonna break that bitch in. Hmm? You don't got us fooled, child. I mean, that's between you and God. But you can't tell me, listen, he checking out the bed springs, right? Y'all know how them springs sound. He made sure them springs were springing. He made sure the headboard was headboarding. He made sure there was enough space between the bed and the headboard for him to put a pillow in between so you don't hit your damn head. Stop playing with me because we adults, okay? Good morning, Truba. How you doing, baby? Okay, that's exactly what's going on. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And this is exactly why I said to you before. She's worried about everything else besides the shit that's in front of her. And that's called insecurity. Huh? Yeah, the handcuffs, chill. The handcuffs. The handcuffs. We grown. We grown. It's early. I ain't gonna get too deep, but I'm saying, Maria. You go out and show your man or your boyfriend or whatever, you getting a new bed. He gonna go to the bed store, okay? And the mattress gonna be there and he gonna sit on it. He gonna bounce. You gonna bounce too. You may even lay the fuck down in the store because you want to make sure it's the right spring. So when he bouncing you, you can bounce back. You heard? Y'all know them breast springs. You know that. Maserati Bud said he picked up the bed. Wow, but he picked out the bed. Papoose know what it sound like. Papoose know what it is, but he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. He has buyer's remorse. You didn't try to kick Remy's back in, and now look what you stuck with. Let's look at the like button, y'all. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the like button, y'all. Good morning, everybody pulling up in the building. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. How's everybody doing? All right, let's take a look. See. Okay, let's hit that like button, y'all. Okay, good morning, everybody. I know we come in the morning. We want to get our tea in the morning. I do it too. I go to some of my favorite content creators, y'all, and I be so excited to get the tea. I just run up in their chair. I'm like, oh, what the hell are they talking about in here? I just run in there and I forget to hit the like button. It's very important. Hit the like button, okay? Thank y'all so much, please, and thanks. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all like cook food, okay? Good morning, everybody pulling up. Good morning. I hope everyone has a great day at work. Good morning, okay? So this is exactly what's going on. Miss Claressa Shields, okay? Okay. She gave us the Flint manicure yesterday. She let us see the Flint manicure. Shout us to Flint, but that's a Flint manicure, okay? Very listen, I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very, very disappointed in you as a woman. Okay. Not that you care, but I'm just giving commentary. I'm very, very disappointed in you as a woman, right? And like I say, as women, we have our off days. Like, listen, we can't be glammed up all the time, but someone of your stature, right? Someone of your level, according to you, because you know your level is much higher than us. Someone of your level should not be coming outside with 8 missing fingernails. Okay? You should not be coming outside with 8 missing fingernails. Not the way you be talking about people. Hmm? I remember something, Cher. You know, I took it a little personal, but I didn't. I took it a little personal, but I didn't. You sat up there and you disorder New York girls. I said, ooh, child. Not you dissing a New York girly. Look, I'm going to represent all day, okay? Southside Jamaica Queens in the building, Big Brooklyn in the building, okay? We're going to do that, all right? You sat up there, okay, and was dissing New York girls. Oh, they busted, they ugly, they this, they baby. I would never come outside with my hands like that. Huh? I would never, ever, 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 ever come outside, okay, with my nails looking like that. It's embarrassing. But you got a problem with New York chicks, right? And I said, like I took a person who didn't take a person, whatever have you. But you got a problem with New York chicks, right? But your man that you love so much is a New York nigga. The man meat that you ride in, the one you glazing every day that be treating you crazy, he's from Brooklyn, right? His mother and his sisters and his cousins and all of them is from New York. So what you trying to say? Yeah, I'ma stir the pot. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? They said, according to sources, I'ma say allegedly, I heard some time ago, they was like, you can't even pull up in New York. That's what I heard, shit. I heard that. That's what people were saying. They said you can't even pull up to New York. They said you can't come to the town. Yeah. They said you can't come to New York. They said it was a no-fly zone. That's what they said. That's what I heard. There was a content creator on here, a man, a gentleman, some time ago. He was pleading for you. Child, let's talk about the real shit. Huh? He was pleading for you not to go to New York. He said, baby, don't go there. Hmm? I said, the man said, baby, don't go to New York. It's a content creator. I ain't lying. I forget the gentleman's name. Nice gentleman. He said, don't go to New York, right? Because you need to understand, respectfully, I'm just speaking in general, the world is not a boxing ring. It's just not. And you kicking up so much dust everywhere. And you popping shit and you threatening people. You talking crazy. It makes no sense. Please hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. Good morning. Come on in the building. The super chat is open as well. If you are enjoying the content, the super chat is open. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Please and thanks. Yeah, you heard that too, right, Nay? They were pleading for you not to come to New York, right? I'm just saying, I'm just talking in general what I heard. They had said it. They said it. They said don't go to New York, right? And what you're doing is you kicking up dust. You talking about New York girlies. Look, respectfully, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm one of these content creators. I don't know if there's a lot from New York. I think I'm one of the least. I don't know if there's other content. I don't think they're from New York, right? Out here in this area, right? One thing about New York women, yo, like respectfully, we're gonna tell you what it is. We're gonna tell you what it is, and that's why my commentary is very, people call me a shock jock or cutting edge because I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I'm gonna tell you, and this is where I move every day, all day. This is not, something where, oh, I'm just putting on a show. No, no, no. This is how I'm giving it up every day, all day, and I'm gonna tell you what it is, and that's where that humor comes from in the comedy, and I sharp with it. The nerve of you talking about New York broads. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. You first of all, you a whole copycat. Let's get to that. You a whole copycat, right? And the only thing you can do is box. Let's be clear. Listen, respectfully. The only thing you can do is box. You 31. How? What you think you gonna be in the ring at 40? What else can you do? What else can you do? What else can you do? See, the thing is this, right? And this comes from insecurity. And I'm not saying it's gospel what I'm saying. It comes from insecurity, right? You can't do anything else. So now you got to present to us that you could kick everybody's ass. That shit is weird to me, right? Right? Boxing is literally your job. It's your job, right? It's your job. Just like a butcher, they work in a butcher shop. That's their job. At their job, at the 9 to 5, a butcher works in a butcher shop. You don't see a butcher outside with a white coat with the blood on it, chasing cats and dogs. No, they're a butcher. They cut up meat. They cut up turkey. They cut up chicken. They cut up beef. 9 to 5 at their job. A secretary types 9 to 5 at their job. When they leave their job, they're not walking around with a typewriter across their fucking neck. Like, let's make sense of this all, right? I need to break this down to the lowest compound for you. Huh? Let's talk about it, right? A nurse, 9 to 5. She's working in a hospital, right? After she clocks out, she's a regular person. She's a civilian, whatever, a cop, 9 to 5. Same shit. Why can't you equate that to what you do? What you do is literally a job. You are here to get beat on, punched on for our amusement. It's blood sport. Let me break it down. Okay. And we enjoy. Listen, I love boxing. I just started getting into women's boxing, but I've always listen. I like boxing. Listen, I could take it back all the way to Zab Judah. Watching Zab Judah and all of them, right? Respectfully, why don't you understand that when you're in a ring, right? That is just your job. That's your profession, right? What you can't do and what you shouldn't do is to come out of the ring and start threatening people because you're a trained boxer. Let's be clear. You are a trained boxer. So when you get angry and you get mad when shit don't go your way or somebody saying something you don't like, your first course of action is to threaten them, right? You went on Melissa Ford to my, you want to fight this one, you want to fight that one. You low key, threw a threat out at Remy Ma in regards to 50 Cent. You also said that Papoose can beat up 50 Cent. You do a lot of things that's weird, right? And this is why people tell you, and other content creators have told you, do not come to New York. Because one thing for sure, and two things for certain, listen, we don't fight fair out here. New York girlies, no, we no. See, I keep seeing. I make it a joke because I'm like, yeah, yeah, you gonna talk shit. You be walking down to Brooklyn one day and they just peep you. They just run out that Chinese restaurant, bitty bitty bong bong, knock you clean out. Stop. Just be regular with it. You ain't gotta be. Don't be angry. You're angry because you know what you're doing is wrong, huh? You're angry because you know what you're doing right now. Your whole setup. Everything is wrong. The Papoose situation is wrong. Everything you're doing is wrong. So you always got that chip on your shoulder. And you blocking your own blessings. Truth be told, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, right? I'm gonna keep it tall. We don't even care that you with Papoose no more because the person we care about is Remy, and she don't want him. See, the thing is, we're just waiting for the divorce to happen. We want to see how it's gonna play out. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like a movie, right? You know how you go to a movie, right? You go get your jujubes and your popcorn and your hot dog and your nachos, and you sit down and you watch all the coming attraction, all the commercials they play in the front, right? We watch it, even though we don't want to. And we sit through the whole movie. Now, the beginning may be boring, but we're gonna see it through. The middle may get a little spicy, and then it may get boring again. That is when you do not leave the theater, right? Hmm? We're not going to leave this fucking theater until the movie is ended. I'm not going to leave the theater until they roll the credits with Remy Ma's name at the end and the divorce is final. That's it. We're going to see this through. Just the same way Papoose is seeing that money line through, I'm going to see this through as well. Right? Yeah, you gonna zap Judah? Zap Judah? Yeah, she need to stay. She need to focus. See, that's the thing, Lanisha, right? She's not focused. She's not focused. Thank you so much, China Doll, my baby love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. No, would never. Would never. She needs to focus on what's in front of her. Okay, respectfully. And this is exactly why everything is gonna be a failure, right? It's gonna be a failure. Is going to be a failure because she refuses to focus on the task at hand, right? You better hope, knock on wood, and I hope you do because I don't wish nobody bad. I really don't, chill. I just crack jokes. I hope you have your money working for you somewhere. I hope you got your money up in real estate somewhere locked away because let me tell you, when this money train, this boxing shit is over, it's gonna be over, and that nigga gonna walk out the door. Okay. Who better than to expose Papoose besides his legal, lawfully wedded wife? Yeah, they're still married. Yeah. Who better to expose that nigga? And she said, baby, listen, you the next come up. She even said she got caught up in the matrix. Hmm? She said she got caught up in the matrix. You know what, Sherry? See, Sherry, this is exactly what I was saying this morning, Sherry. Okay. Sherry, I said, this nigga knows that people won't be on her top, right? And shout out to the Hip Hop and Chill Show for bringing it exclusive this morning. You saw it here first, all right? I said last night I was sitting down drinking a little Tilleport. I was looking at my TV. I said, do I see two nails? Shout out to me again. Fuck that. Shout out to me again. Right? Sherry, listen, Papoose is very cunning. He is well aware that we are going to drag her. He knows it and he likes it. Sherry, he knows it. He peeped it. He don't care about it. He wants us to drag her for filth, Sherry. Huh? He said, what better way? Because he already knew, let's keep it real. He already knew by her just pulling up on TMZ, it's going to be a little dry, right? Because she wasn't really getting us an OT. But he said, if she got them two nails on her hands, it's guaranteed to get talked about and hip hop and chill drag the fuck out of her early morning. He understands that. Listen, Papoose is a part of the problem. Any man that love you, that want to protect you, is gonna make sure you on point. And this is exactly why I keep saying to y'all, he does not respect her and he don't protect her. He don't. And when I say protect her, I don't mean he's standing in front of a speeding bullet. I'm talking about protecting her feelings, protecting her image, protecting her emotions. He don't want to protect that lady. He knows if we start talking about her, what does that equal, y'all? We talk about her. He's attached to her, right? Because there's always going to be hashtag Claressa, hashtag Papoose. They're attached. So it's clicks for her, it's clicks for him. Clicks equal views. Views equal money, revenue. This is what it's all about. He's chasing the money line, y'all. I've been saying this. The nigga don't protect her. He don't want to protect her. He wants people to talk about her. And when niggas start violating, he won't say nothing. Come on. Papoose, you ain't see her nail. You ain't see her hands? You ain't say, hold up, baby. I ain't gonna let you go out like that. Let me go get this nail clipper real quick. Even like really, real talk. Worst case scenario. He could be like, nah, boo, come here, go get them nail clippers. Let me take this shit off for you. Go get a nail file. Let me just fix you up real quick before we go out. That interview with TMZ they didn't just come up with that yesterday. They been knew about that. But like I said, you so overly concerned about things that don't have nothing to do with you being involved in different quagmires. You could even go get a decent manicure for yourself and present yourself like a lady. And then you was up there still popping shit. It's amazing. It's not adding up, y'all. I'm confused. This is where the self-love comes in. Somebody can tell you that they love themselves. They can tell you all the time. It don't mean that it's true. There's something going on. I'm going to say alleged because I can't diagnose. I'm not a medical professional. There's something going on within this baby. Okay? There's something going on within this baby that she feels that she not good enough. She sat up there and said, oh, I'm going to be an A-lister. Baby, you already was an A-lister. You was already an A-lister. You're an Olympic champion, gold medals. That already sets you apart from a lot of people. But you have lowered yourself down so low that you want to be somebody on baddies, and shout out to baddies you don't know your worth. And this is why this nigga can play with you when he wants to. This Brooklyn nigga sat in your house and told you he not talking to you while you live. He told you that. He didn't tell you that just for you to hear. He told you that so we can hear it, so we can talk about it. He said, I am not talking to you on live. I'm not talking to you on live. But isn't it so ironic, okay, that he's not talking to you on live, but when it was time to be shown on the way to TMZ, he made sure his face was all in that goddamn camera. Huh? When it was time for his face to be seen on the way to TMZ, he made sure his face was being shown and his voice was being heard. Why can't you understand when you getting played? You don't let this nigga slide so goddamn much. The nigga think he an ice skater. The nigga think he in a fucking ice capades. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. He let you go outside like that? Forget about you, because you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where your mind is at. Your man, let you go outside looking like a vagabond. I just want to make sure we understanding that. You done got your face done. Yeah, he's definitely an op. Papoose is her biggest op, son. Listen. You think that Remy Ma is her op? Nah. Remy don't got time to be her op. Her op is Papoose. That's her biggest op out here. You see that hat he wearing in the picture? That's a rolled up fucking ski mask. That's her fucking op. That's her op. He definitely keeps her triangulated. Papoose is her biggest op. It's crazy. Nasty work. Nasty work. Crazy work. And you want to come on the internet talking spicy to us. Like, I wish a nigga would play with me like that. I wish my husband would play with me like that. You know why he would never do that? Because he has respect for me. I wish a nigga would play with me like that. I'm not talking to you while you on live. I'm like, who the hell you talking to, Pat? Pap, get out my bed, Pap. Pap, get out my house. That's how you go viral if you really want to go viral. Get out my house, Pat. I'm sick of you. Can't no nigga bark no orders on me if he ain't got no fucking money. Okay? They say you the one with the money. That's what they said. They say you the one with the money. They say you the one with the money. You done sat up here and told us how you got all this good coochie. Huh? You sat up there and told us how you younger than Remy, and the reason why Pat love you and all this because you got that good coochie. That's what you told us. I ain't making it up. I'm asking you a question, and I'm a woman of a certain age. I just gotta ask a question. You told us that you got all this good coochie and Pat can't get enough of it. Well, listen, if you don't take care of your fingernails, then you don't take care of your you know what. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, child. Ain't no way. You sit up here and you tell us about you measure the love that your man got for you by your box. Everybody got a box, baby. Everybody got a box, baby. Everybody got that. All women got boxes. Like I told y'all, it's different sizes, different shapes, but a box is a box is a box. You ain't got nothing that nobody else don't got. If your box is so good and he's so head over heels, why he ain't taking you to get your nails done before you went on TMZ? Why he ain't taking you to get your nails done before you stepped over there on TMZ? Huh? Talking to Mike and all that. And you couldn't just sit up there and talk regular. You had to throw shots. Yeah, Layla Ali and this and that. Just leave Layla alone. We're just so tired of it all. Why don't you listen, Pat? Respectfully, go to the lawyer, right? You know the same lawyer that you went for the cease and desist. Go over there, okay? Go to the lawyer and tell the lawyer you want an immediate dissolution and dissolve this marriage. You want it to be over with today. I want you to run, don't walk to the lawyer. And for the Spanish speakers, the abogado. Go to the lawyer today and tell the lawyer, you know what? I don't want Remy money. I don't want nothing from Remy. All I want is to see my child whenever I want to. I'm done with this marriage. I'm sick of Remy. I'm sick of everybody around her. I'm sick of it. I just want to have access to my child. She could keep her money. She could keep that house in North Carolina. She could keep all of that. I just want to see my daughter when I want to and be in her life 24/7. Why you don't do that? Because see, once you do that, it's over. Huh? Once you do that, it's over. Game is over. And I know Remy, I can't speak on her behalf, but I'm pretty sure she was signing papers like, okay, nigga, bye. Huh? If you so sick of Remy and you claim this woman, Claressa, is the love of your life and you never had nothing better, okay, and her coochie tighter than a vice grip, go to the lawyer's office and sign a paperwork. Be like, listen, let Remy know. Listen, matter of fact, yo, I'm done with this. I'm sick of this. I want me and Claressa to live a private life. We are crazy in love. I'm tired of the bloggers talking about us. I'm tired of hip hop and chill ass, okay? With her smart aleck remarks. I'm sick of all of them. I'm sick of the podcasters. I just want to go live my life quietly with the queen of my heart. And I don't want to be bothered. Me and Claressa are about to be off the grid. Huh? Huh? Me and Claressa about to be off the grid. And the only way you gonna see me and Claressa is that she got a fight coming. We don't want to be in the tabloids. We don't want to be in the vlogs. We don't want to be in a podcast studio. We don't want hip hop and chill to talk shit about us. We just want to be done with it all. Remy would run to that lawyer's office and be like, let me sign this shit, nigga. Goodbye. You would never. You would never. Huh? Mm-hmm. You would never 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You would never do that. It's too easy. And you know, once Remy Ma's out the picture, and the divorce is divorcing, you know it's over. It's curtain. It's finito. It's a wrap. It's a smash. It's basura for my Spanish speakers. Basura. Huh? Talk about it. You would never grow a pair of cojones and say, yeah, I'm done with this shit. I need my peace. I'm a grown ass man. I'm tired of people in my business. Okay. I'm with the woman of my heart. She's almost 20 years younger than me. She got a young little thing. It got me going. I'm tired of being in a podcast studio. I don't want y'all talking about me and my lady no more. I'ma hurt one of y'all niggas. Woo! Huh? That's the energy we want to see from Pat. That's the energy we want to see from Pat. We want to see that Brooklyn shit. Get on your thug thizzle, nigga. Like, yo, straight up and down. Yo, word is born, yo. I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of y'all talking about Claressa. Y'all don't know my woman. I'm doing my husband's voice for some reason, but let's pretend it's Pat. Yo, word is born. I'm tired of y'all talking about Claressa. Alright, she official. That's my woman. I don't care about Remy. It been over with me and Remy. Dead ass. It been over. My husband gonna kill me. Listen, sometimes he listens to the replay. Sometimes he listens to the replay. He be like, yo, you imitating me up there. Yo, you talking about me? Yeah. So I'm using my husband's voice. Let's pretend it's Papoose, okay? Yo, dead ass like, yo, I'm tired of y'all talking about Claressa. I'm done with Remy. I don't care about Remy. Remy could go her way. I'm sick of all of this. Dead ass. I'm done with her, yo. I'm done with her. I just want to sign the paperwork. Get the lady on the phone. You know the lady that you got to. Get the lady on the phone and let's set it up. Cause word is born. I'm done with all this, yo. Me and Claressa going off the grid, you know what I'm saying? We going off the grid. We going to live our life quietly. That's what you got to do. Yo, Pat, that's the energy I want to see from you, baby. That's the energy. I want to hear Pat be like, yo, dead ass, like, yo, y'all keep talking about Claressa. I'ma hurt one of y'all niggas, man. I'ma hurt one of y'all niggas. Dead ass, I'ma hurt one of y'all niggas. That's how you need to be coming. Not sitting up there, let her come through with 2 fingernails on. Stop playing with me. I'm tired of it. Tell them. Tell them, Pat. Tell them. Tell the lawyers that you don't want to be part of this bullshit. All you want out of this divorce that you would like is to have a continuous relationship with your daughter, okay, that's uninterrupted. We will respect the hell out of you, Pat. Huh? We would respect the hell out of you, Pat, if you put your foot down and say, yo, I don't even want no money from Remy. She done violated me so bad, I don't even want to see her no more. I just want my kid. I just want my kid. I want to have unlimited access to my baby girl. Listen, on God, yo, Pat, we would look at you so different. We be like, all right, yo. We be like, all right, let it go, y'all. Pap about his business. Pap is about his business. Right? But you would never do that because there's 2 things going on, right? You wanna stretch out this whole divorce proceedings and stuff with Remy. You want to stretch it out because you already know once you're asking for half. When you're asking for half of her bread, you know Remy is coming through guns blazing. It's not going down. It's not going down. Not going down. It's not going down. It's not going down. It's never gonna go down. It's not going down. She's gonna come through with the lawyers. They're gonna set up the round table and they're gonna figure this shit out. They're gonna figure it out. But ain't no way in hell you won't get half of her money. And you know that, Pat. And you know those proceedings gonna drag it out another year. We still gonna be talking about this in 2027, huh? It's gonna drag it out another year. And that's giving you enough time to get the coin. Huh? It's giving you enough time to get the coin and get the resources, get everything you need to get from this young lady. For when you do the bird, you can fly high. Huh? So when you get that bread and the coin from the young lady, you can spread your wings like troop. Spread my wings and fly away to a place that I long for, and my heart will be love. Come on, you want to spread your wings like troop. We already know what it's hitting on. She the only one who ain't get the memo. Y'all, it's like y'all did an email and y'all didn't CC Claressa Shields on it. Y'all didn't CC her on it, and y'all didn't even blind carbon copy her on it. She don't know what's end is up. Huh? You gotta let it go. So we understand all of the plays that's in motion, all of the things that is happening. We understand is a money line. You chasing the bizag. We understand that. Yes, he needs it to drag on, okay? He needs it to drag on. That's what I said. If he was really tired of it all, he'd be like, yo, listen, Remy, have a good life. Where do I need a sign? I just need to see my daughter. Keep your money, bitch. I'm with the champion. She can make more money. I'm out of here. He know that's not the case. He wants it to drag on. Remy is the blood and the plasma and the guts and the veins and the spleen and the liver and the heart, okay, and the gallbladder of this whole situation. I need y'all to understand this. Remy is the one that keeps the oil moving in the moving parts, y'all. Remy Ma is the heart, the lungs, the spleen, the liver, the gallbladder. She's all of that to this whole situation. Once Remy is out of the situation, this story goes cold, y'all. Ha! Once Remy is no longer attached, even though she's not attached, she's still kind of attached because she's married to this cat. Okay? So once Remy is no longer part of what's going on, this situation with Papoose and Claressa, it goes cold. Just like the cold files, right? The cold files, nobody can find out who did what, and it goes back on a shelf and nobody looks at it for another 30 years. Okay? That's it, and that's all. They understand what's going on. Do we really care? Respectfully, do we really care about her boxing at this point? I mean, we like, if anything, we love Alicia Baumgartner. Let's be clear about it. We don't care about who you fighting, which you like. You sitting up here talking about you fought K Scott like that was a flex, huh? You had to go get K Scott so you could get a knockout. She got a little bizag, allegedly. Maybe she got a little bizag to get that, what I'm saying, that TKO. Cool. But without Remy, baby, it ain't nothing. That's why when you go on platforms all the time, you got to mention her. And Remy did this, and Remy and that one, and this one did that. You got to. You saying you are the algorithm. I'll give you that. You're the algorithm. Because you do shit all the time that people like, damn, did she just do that? Just like you came through with the two fingernails. Like, uh, like, uh, like it's giving ick. It's giving ick. It's really giving ick. You don't have any room to talk about anybody's appearance, right? Not you coming to house with two fingernails, right? And you have no room to talk about who got money and who don't. Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Pap is holding the purse strings. You better stop. You so embarrassed to tell the world that he's your manager. We know he's your manager. We know it. We know that Papoose. We know that Papoose is the manager. But you're embarrassed. You don't want people to recognize that because now it looks as if the nigga using you. Huh? See, in the hood, and I'm going to say alleged to everything, allegedly. In the hood, this is what we call friendly extortion. Huh? Yeah, friendly extortion. So, respectfully, like I said, Papoose has no problem being on live. Right? He doesn't. He doesn't. Papoose like the limelight now too. He only wants it to be online and be on live if it benefits his narrative. Right? I saw the pain in your eyes, girl. Yeah. I saw the pain in your eyes when he dismissed you in your own house. I mean, I can't lie. I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, chill. I was a little surprised when he dismissed you in your very own house. I said, oh, not him dismissing her, child. And the pain and the anxiety and the embarrassment and the shame was written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. It was written all over your face, right? And that's when your people, your tribe, your friends, your family should have gathered around you and said, hold up now. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We tired of this nigga violating you. We tired of him. Now, according to sources, all right, we're going to talk about Nia the Goat. She's a friend to the room. She's a friend to the room, okay? I had an interview with Nia the Goat, and she talked a little about, she didn't want to get too deep into it, right? But she talked a little bit about, allegedly Papoose liking to remove people from around Claressa, okay? Now I'm gonna say alleged. This is what Nye the Goat was saying. I don't know. Listen, allegedly. But Nye the Goats. Nye the Goat talked about how Papoose prefers not to have people around Claressa like that. And if he deems you to be an issue and you're not on board, he's gonna get rid of you. Mm. It sounds just about right. It sounds like a Remy situation too, right? If there are people around you that are going to speak life into you. If there's people around you that's going to tell you how a TI is, who's going to lead you in the right direction and will not lead you astray, that's going to tell you the real deal, Holyfield, Papoose going to get rid of you, right? By hook or by crook, you're out of there. Now, according to Nad the Goat, she said she was asking questions like, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? And she got upset. Now, even though Nad the Goat was her best friend, okay, she probably went and told Papoose. She said, Daddy, Nas said this and Nas said that, and why you still got Remy pictures up there, and why this and why that. And he told her, oh, it's for court. I got to keep the pictures up. Like, why though? Like, why though? You see what I'm saying? Like that flim flam excuse he gave. And once he realized that Not a Goat was asking probing questions, that's when he figured out. He said, no, Shorty got to go. Shorty got to get up out of here because she going to mess up the bag. Okay. Now, according to Not a Goat, they was cool in the gang. They was friends. They was friends at one time. They were cool. They were Chuck chill out. Okay. They was cool as a fan, according to Nah, the GOAT. And when Papoose figured out that Nah was in her ear, he had to throw her out. They had to kick her out the whip. That's what happened, y'all. People who have narcissistic behaviors, they want to make sure that they are the only voice that you hear. Uh-huh. Hi, Tori. How you doing? They want to make sure that you are the only voice. Yeah, Nah the GOAT was definitely a threat. But a narcissist is going to make sure that they quiet all the voices and the only voice that you hear is their voice. Now, let's think about it. Nah, the GOAT even said, now I'm going to keep it real. That friendship, they were best friends, but I don't know if Nah was more her friend than she was. I don't know. But Nah the GOAT does hair. Why you didn't have her on your payroll traveling with you? It's like, I want you to be good, but not good enough. It was that type of shit. It was that type of shit. But in any event, they're still not cool. But that I just wanted to interject that to show y'all how the timeline is moving in the money line and what exactly is happening. Yeah, Remy said that. Remy said he will isolate you. Listen, we don't make shit up over here, right? Remy said he will isolate you. And that's exactly what he did to Claressa. Okay. And this is why Clarissa's coming outside with two fingernails on. This is why. This is madness. Mad woman. This is madness. You coming outside with two fingernails as a millionaire. Forget it as a woman. Forget about that. You going on TMZ. You gotta represent. You gotta represent. Okay? Respectfully. Salute, good morning to everybody pulling up. Good morning, good morning. I'm glad y'all were able to pull up this morning. Okay, we talked about the Flint manicure child. Oh, yes, we did. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. Welcome to the Hip Hop and Chill Show. We covered some things, y'all. Okay, let me just see. So, even as far as the Beyonce situation as well, okay, y'all could double back. I know some of y'all pulling in now. You can check the replay. She wants Beyonce to walk her out when it's time for her to retire. When I tell you this woman lives in a Barbie dream house with that fake ass Barbie Corvette, she got that Wonder Woman invisible plane, invisible Corvette. She lives there. She lives there. Her feelings and emotions and reality are all split up in different compartments. So she believes in her mind that how you doing, Street Queen? She believes in her mind that Beyonce, the wife of Jay-Z, Sean Carter, okay, is going to walk her out 7 years from now. We don't even know the earth is going to be around, okay? That is not going to happen. Not to mention, Beyonce's album Lemonade talked about, the infidelity of her husband, Sean Carter. This is not a secret. This is public information. So this is something she suffered through and went through as a married woman. So you think she's going to co-sign you in any way? You need to stop glazing these celebrities. You're just not in. You're never going to be in. You're just never going to be in. Let me tell you, I know your friends won't tell you. Black Hollywood, Black sports and entertainment, okay, hip hop, R&B, all that good stuff, they're never going to accept you. The only way people want to hear from you is if you go on an interview and you crash out or you talk about something inappropriate. Black Hollywood sports media, hip hop, R&B, actors, all that good stuff is a very tight-knit community. They will never ever accept you there. You will never be in those rooms. You just won't. And it has nothing to do with anything. It just has something to do with you being, someone that's messing with somebody's husband. People not jacking that. I know it's 2026. I get it. People just not going to jack it. And on top of it, you just don't have a great personality. You just don't. You don't. Very condescending, very rude. You talk down on people. Nobody wants that around. The only use, respectfully, the only use that anybody has for you at this point is either you in a boxing ring or you're doing an interview where people can pry into your personal life. And that's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is how they moving with you. This is how they moving with you. You're not a part of no A-list, okay? You're not. You was on TMZ, and the interview was boring because the guy really wanted you to get a little messy, and you was holding yourself back, even though you did talk about Layla Ali, okay? All those industry parties and all them things that you see Remy Ma running around and all them black excellence, you will never be a part of that, okay? You always listen. And another thing, let me tell you another thing, beloved. And listen, I'm no celebrity. You know why this is always going to be an epic fail for you? You make yourself too accessible. Let me break that down. You make yourself too goddamn accessible to everything and everybody. Let there be a little mystery about you. Every time I turn around, you want somebody couch or somebody podcast, somebody interview talking. You make yourself too accessible. Okay? When we see you in an interview, everybody should be packing a room because, listen, if Beyonce did an interview right now, I think the internet would break because she never does interviews ever, right? For whatever reason. You make yourself too accessible. Not to mention, not only do you do a shitload of interviews, you're always on a fucking live stream. Like, can we miss you? Can we miss you? We want to miss you. Let's miss you a little bit. Every time we see you, you're live. You doing a TikTok is embarrassing, right? When people have money and they on certain levels, the upper echelon, you don't see them like that. You just don't. If they're going on lives, there's few and far between they going on live. They're not accessible. We shouldn't be able to come in your comment section and talk to you, right? We just shouldn't be able to do that. But because you're being love bombed by your man, that's number one. And you're being love bombed by some of the people in your comment section because they don't love you. Every woman that pretends they team you in the back of their mind, they wouldn't trust you around their husband if they could throw you, right? But again, you gotta let people miss you. You're everywhere. Okay? You're everywhere. You just need to cut it out. And this is why you will never garner and earn the respect that you think that you deserve. Okay. And this is why you're always going to be talked about. People always want to pick apart and dissect you because you make yourself, and I hate to say this, you make it very cheap. Make people miss you. Hmm? When I was a young girl coming up, my mother, a very wise woman, right? And this is why I moved the way I move now. She told me as a little girl, you have to make people miss you, right? You have to make people miss you. And let me explain to you. Yeah, I'm about to wake it up. You understand what I'm saying? When I was a little girl, all your friends come, back in the days, in the 80s and 90s, when I was a kid, it wasn't, we didn't have Facebook and all of that, right? So you ride your bike, I used to ride my bike. You ride your bike to everybody's house. Where everybody at? Oh, everybody. Okay. Can Chill come out and play? I'll go outside and go play. Monday, Tuesday. Can Chill come out and play? Tuesday, went out and play. Can Chill? No, my mother, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. You done play Monday and Tuesday with these motherfuckers. Now Wednesday you out. Sit your ass down and go read a book. Okay? Go catch up on your studies. Make motherfuckers miss you. Okay? Thursday, can Chill? Sit your ass down. Thursday, fight. Can Chill come out and play? Sit your ass down. Wednesday, can Chill come out and play? Go ahead, go outside. You gotta make a motherfucker miss you. What's going on here? Stop pushing yourself on us. My mother, very wise woman. Let people miss you. You ain't always got to be, you don't have to go to every party that you invited to. You ever heard of that? You don't have to go to every bashment somebody invites you to. It's okay to decline it. Now I'm good. That way people respect you. Like, damn, that bitch don't be on the scene like that. Respectfully, shout out to South Jamaica Queens. They raised me. My mother, very wise woman. You don't have to always go outside when people call you and chill. You don't got to come running outside. Let people wonder what the fuck you doing. And this is the reason why you ain't got no control over Papoose. To my your ussy is this, your ussy ain't all that because he walking all over you, right? Because if you set that line of demarcation with that nigga from day one, he wouldn't even be playing with you like that. You never let that nigga miss you. You never let him miss you. Like I said, I talk my shit. I crack my jokes, but on some real shit, when I'm giving you a message, it's a message. And I'm telling you what my mother used to tell me. Stop being so accessible to people. Let people miss you. When people don't see you on the scene all the time, they looking for you like, yo, where Chill at? They respect you more because you got other shit going on. That's it and that's all. That's how you gain self-respect for yourself. When I was coming up as a teenager, even as a young adult in my 20s, there would be different parties. I mean, I used to party. I used to be in the Tunnel, Palladium, or SOs, all that shit back in the day in Manhattan. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to go to every party I'm invited to, right? Leave a little mystery to yourself, my nigga. Leave it. We don't need to know everything. We don't even need to know about your coochie. We don't care, right? When people talk in that vein, when people talk like that, oh, my coochie, this, my coochie, that means there's nothing upstairs. There's nothing else you have to offer. So what you trying to tell us? All Papoose care about is smashing that? And that's why he talks you crazy. He don't even feel mentally y'all on the same level. And that's why when that nigga ready, he tell you to sit down, little girl. Sit down, little girl. I wish a nigga would. I don't care if I'm 100 years younger than you. Just on the strength that we in a relationship and we're together. I don't care if you're 50 years older than me. We are equals. We are equals. I don't care if my nigga is 40 years older than me. I'm old enough to be in a relationship with you. You want to treat me like a woman. You want to treat me like a queen. You want to give me my respect. How dare he diminish your character and call you a little girl? And because, inside your head is probably like little hamsters on a wheel, he disrespecting you. And it's too late to gather that nigga up. It's too late to gather that nigga up. Because he already done violated. You know what I'm saying? Once you let the cat out the bag, the cat not going in the bag no more. The cat is running crazy, running wild. And that's what Papoose is doing. Okay. Oh, you always wanted to go to the tunnel, child? Oh, baby, we was stomping. in the 90s, early 2000s, all that. We was child. We was listen, we was in a Palladium chair, we was in Tunnel, we was in Club Esso. Oh, we was everywhere with it. We was in Club Speed, child. Who coming through with a little motorcycle jackets on, huh? Yeah, we listen. They used to have this club back in Queens back in the day. Um, it's called Amazura now. I don't even know if it's still there. I don't even know. But back in the days, back in the 90s, child, it was a club called Trafalgar Square. Now, I think it's called Amazura. I don't even know if it's still there. But they changed the name to Amazura. But anywho, Trafalgar Square, it was back in the 90s, mid 90s. You didn't, no one cared about ID. Oh, you had a fake ID. And me and my girlfriends used to, 15, 16 years old, we'd be running through that motherfucker. They had a place called the Q Club. We used to run through it, run through it, run through it, run through it. You know, we had a good time back then. You know what I mean? That's when hip hop was fun. We had a good time. Nobody ain't trying to really kill nobody. Whatever, you catch your op somewhere. But it was a time to be had. Yeah, listen, listen, I'm proud. Listen, the goal is to get old, baby. The goal is to get old. And I'm telling you, back in Trafalgar, yeah, the Palladium was my joint too. Webster Hall, all of that, okay? And we used to go through there. And we were still in high school. We were definitely still in high school, and I'm telling my age, but this is, mid 90s. Late 90s, and me and my girlfriends, we would link up, and sometimes we would listen, chat, we sneak out the damn window, and we would go out and hang out and do whatever. Had no business, go call us a cab. And back then it was no Uber, it was just a regular, the cab service. And we would go to the different clubs and have fun. And I used to drink, underage drinking. Anyway, my favorite drink was amaretto sour. I can't even smell that now. I drank that drink all through the 90s. I cannot drink that shit now. But in any event, we have fun, and the goal is to get old. So I can fondly reminisce about the times in New York City. We was running through everywhere, having fun. And I say that to say this, live your life, Clarissa. Live your life without Papoose in it, child. Okay. Yes, Bentleys. Huh? The Shadow, Bentleys. Child, I used to love Bentleys. What's the other club? Oh my God, Nels. Remember Nels? Nels, I think it was, was it 14th Street? I don't remember. Anyway, Nels, they had the different floors. They had the R&B downstairs or the house, whatever, house music, rap. It was a time shell, huh? And anytime they ended it at the end of the club, I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, woo, for shining your light on me. Oh my God, what? That was a time. Yeah, that was my drink. I was 16 years old in the club drinking some damn amaretto sour thinking I'm grown. I can't even smell that now. I cannot smell amaretto. I'll be ready to throw up because I drink it so much. I was drinking amaretto sour, then I used to do the White Russians. Remember back in the days, the Baileys and all that? Yeah, I can't even drink Baileys now. Castor cream, I can't drink that now. Oh, child. Mm-mm. Yeah. Salute to everybody. It's still your Jim Hamazidi. Yeah, back in the day. You saw 50 in Amazura. It was lit. Let me tell you something respectfully. Amazura, before it was Amazura, it was called Trafalgar Square. And we used to go there. And at that time, oh my God, I think I was 16. I definitely wasn't 17. I think I was 16. And yeah, I met the man and all of them was performing. That was a great time. Trafalgar Square. Yeah, and they changed the name to Amazura. Yeah. I love me some 50. Shout out to 50 Cent. I always shout 50. I love 50. Yes, I grew up 4 or 5 blocks away from 50 Cent. I know all them niggas in the hood. You heard? Shout out to 50 Cent. But Amazura, yeah, that was a place. That was a place. I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if it's still there. Amaretto sour chow. I used to love that. I can't drink it no more. Daka Witherspoon. I cannot drink that. If I smell amaretto sour, I'm be like, oh Lord, I'm be loaded, loaded, loaded. But you couldn't tell me nothing. And the amaretto sour, you gotta have it with the ice and put that little red nasty cherry on top. But my drink, that's always been my drink. Even back in the tunnel days, even up to today, if I go to a little event, I love me some Moet Chandon. I'm the only one out of my friends that like Moet. I love Moet. Give me some Moet, throw a cherry in that bitch. I'm good to go. Okay. I don't like to mix Moet with orange juice though. It's not to me, I feel like it's not a good mimosa type deal. Okay. But any other champagne will do. But Moet, I gotta have it with my cherry in there, chat. Okay, ice cold. All right. I'm waiting for that collab too. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Thaka. I'm waiting for that collab too. I want to see them get together. You know what? In a perfect world, please don't kill me, y'all. I would love to see them as a couple. Huh? I would love to see them as a couple. I think they would complement each other so well. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I would love to see them as a couple. But business wise, yes. Collaboration, yes, 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 yes. Oh, you missed the tunnel? You were probably too young. Pinky diamonds, pink diamonds. Yeah. Oh, child. There used to be this place called the Underground. It was in Queens back in the days. I'm really dating myself, y'all. It was this club called the Underground, and we used to go there and we used to hang out. It was in Bayside, Queens, on Bell Boulevard, and we used to go there. They used to be having teen night, child. But I never wanted to do the teen night. I wanted to hang out with the old people. I remember I went to go see what's that? Mad Lion. Oh my God, I'm aging myself. Mad Lion was performing there at the Underground. Was in 96? I don't remember. It was a very long time ago, but yeah. You don't like Moet? Moet gave you the burbs. You ran into Bowleg and Lou at Bentley's. He hung out. Listen, I went to this club. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, child. I remember we went to this club. I think I must have been 17 or 18. Always going to these clubs. And me and my friends went, I think it was Connecticut. It was a place called Tipton's, child. We had no business going there. I think it was called Tipton's. Don't give me the line, but we just used to be all over the damn place. We used to be all over just traveling. We used to go, there was this club that we went to. I think it was in I used to go to. It wasn't Mount Vernon. It was right outside the Bronx. It was called Act 3. It was so many clubs. We just, yeah, I was a club kid. I was definitely a club kid. Yeah, listen, I embrace it every time, child. Listen, Asian Divine, I embrace it. I sure do. I sure do. I love it. And that's why I can sit back and kick back and vlog and podcast because I done lived my life, child. I was outside when I wasn't supposed to be outside. And that's why I have the plethora of knowledge, you know. But some of my girlfriends, you know, they had kids very, very young. So now they outside. I'm not outside like that though. I may go to an invited party. If somebody has an invited party or, you know, a little soiree, a little brunch, I'll pull up. But to be knee deep in somebody club or a bar in the middle of the night, child, I go to sleep at 10 o'clock. Okay. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. I try to watch the news. Okay. Have me a little celestial seasoning tea and take my ass to bed. Child, I'll be too tired. And that's why Papoose old ass need to sit down too. He be in the club with Claressa looking like he ready to pass out. His eyes be getting low, knowing good and well he want to go home and eat some chocolate chip cookies with some warm milk and watch Give Me a Break. Okay. Yes, Act 3. Yes, 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 yes. We used to go to Act 3. Oh, child. Okay. I'm telling you, Chili Chill been around. Chili Chill. Full Force was cool. Brothers telling my age, chill. Listen, I love Full Force. Listen, they were listen, that's old school, respectful. Yes. Okay. All right, y'all. So you're not gonna talk to y'all forever. Yeah, we look good, child. Listen, Chili Chill. Chili Chill. Okay, we looking good for our age, chill. All right, y'all. So we had a good show this morning. Okay, we covered Beyonce and Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields wants Beyonce to walk her out, child. Please, it's just never, never. We talked about, you know, Papoose running the play. You know, he's running the play. We know it. We understand it. We can digest it. She doesn't understand. We also talked about the Flint manicure. She coming out there on TMZ, child, of all places, with only two nails on her hands, child. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. Sorry. Yeah, I know I was sick. I'm at 95%. I'm getting there. All right. So yeah. So we talked about a lot of things today. We covered a lot of things. Okay. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up. Okay, pulling up early morning. You know how we do. I want to give a round of applause to all of y'all. Okay. Salute to all my sweet babies. Thank you for pulling up this morning. Okay. I want y'all to have a great day at work, whatever y'all gonna do today. Y'all kick back, whatever. I'll be around with more content later on. If you are on Instagram, connect with me on Instagram. We do have a group. You can come through. Is Hip Hop and Chills Community. Okay. So go over there. Go over there, check it out. Okay. If you wanna you want to subscribe to me on Instagram, that's cool too. I don't do much stuff over there. I really don't. But if you want to be in a loop or you want to give me a little tea, a little tips, whatever's going on, you can go ahead and do that, okay? Yeah, get your ass to work. Get your ass to work, Desma. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for pulling up to the show. I love y'all like cook food. Also, consider getting a membership. Consider getting a membership to the channel for the price of a cup of coffee. You can support me, the content creator, okay, and you'll be an official member of the Chillers, okay. Even though y'all all are chillers, but an official tissue member of the Chillers, all right. So there is a lot going on. You know, I'm here to cover it. It's your girl, Chilly Chill. I'm signing off. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Much love, baby.